All right, thank you everyone for joining us. Our next presenter will be Timpano, who's going to talk to us about her senior project based on therapy reminder, occupational therapy. Bianca?
Thank you, Mr. Boucher. As Mr. Boucher said, my name is Timpano, and my senior capstone project is called Therapy Reminder. A little bit about me is that I'm 18 years old. I'm from Waterford, Connecticut. I love being involved with community service, and I'm first generation American on my dad's side. This is my papa, my mom, my younger sister. This is Hank, a dog I worked with at a local animal shelter, and that's my brother. So first we'll be going through my background, then my project purpose, then my simulations, my reflection, my future plans. If you guys have any questions, I'm my thanks. So over the past 4 years, I have researched several different types of therapy. Some of them being occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and so forth. It was until the end of my sophomore career when Ms. Farquhar introduced me to a 10-day program that took place over the summer called National Youth Leadership Forum on Medicine. I decided to go and try out this program. And out of one of those days out of the 10, I and a small group of people went to a local clinic and I shadowed a nurse, a physical therapist, and an occupational therapist. It was then that it opened my eyes, realizing that an occupational therapist does not only have to work in hospitals, as I do not really like hospitals, but yet they can also work in clinics, they can go to your house, and they can even work in school systems. So I came home at the end of that program, and I asked my mom if she could ask the occupational therapist at Quaker Hill Elementary School if I could shadow her a few days a week. My mom was a paraprofessional at the time working with special needs students who went to Miss Erin Rose, the occupational therapist at that school. So I went and I shadowed Miss Erin Rose, and she showed me so much about what an occupational therapist is, what they do, what kind of patients they work with. So, but also working with in a school system or any other career, medical career, or any other career out there in the world, you have your complaints and your complications. A couple of them being that either A, the patients did not go home and perform the exercises that were done at therapy that day at home prior to their next appointment. And also B, the caretaker or the parent did not want to understand that their child or the patient was special, and that they did need a little bit extra help compared to those who do not need as much help with their normal health. So knowing the complaints, I decided to create an application called Therapy Reminder. This app is designed to remind the patients and the caretakers that they have exercises or appointments later on in the week that they have to perform prior to their next appointment. And also B, in the future, this app will be hooked up to the camera on the iPad and the iPhone, allowing the caretaker at home to see what is done at therapy, how an exercise should work and should look like at home. Occupational therapy itself is a science-related field in the medical career field. Occupational therapy, OT for short, and physical therapy, PT for short, are very similar but also very different. One aspect of their difference is that OTs help the patient become more independent and gain or re-achieve that individualized lifestyle that they have once had or that they wish to have by just allowing them to perform simple tasks such as buttoning a button, zipping a zipper, or even tying a shoe, allowing for that more independence and allowing for a little bit of a leeway between them and their possible caretaker. My app is the technology aspect of my senior project. And the first video I'm going to show you today is the development video of my application, how exactly I created this app, and what went into this application.
Hi, my name is Timpano. I'm a senior at the Science and Technology Magnet High School in London, Connecticut. The app that I created is called Therapy Reminder. This app is connected to the website ot320.org. Therapy Reminder was created through the use of several websites: Hover, App Architect, Google Docs, and Google Apps. App Architect is the website which was used to draw all of the spreadsheets and documents that were created through Google Docs and Google Apps onto this one app. Hover is the website which my website, ot320.org, was created through. Hover also allows me to connect Google Apps and Google Docs to my website. Google Docs is used to create the forms, spreadsheets, and documents that were dragged onto my application, Therapy Reminder, as well as my website, ot320.org.
So that's how my app was created. And now I'm going to show you how exactly my app works. And at this time, if you could please open up App Architect, the first slide open in the iPads. App Architect is the last icon, the green one with the big white A beside it. And you'll see two buttons. One will be brightly colored, and I would like you to please press on that one. And you can either navigate through my app as I show you this demo video, or you can navigate ahead of it.
Hi, my name is Timpano. The app that I created is known as Therapy Reminder. Now I'm just using my app off of App Architect. As you see here, this is the pop-up screen that you will first see when you're opening Therapy Reminder. You'll be welcomed by the home screen. At the bottom of your home screen, you'll see three buttons. One is the AOTA, the APTA, and a typical therapy website for your general information on what therapy is. At the bottom of your screen, you'll find a star icon labeled Daily Log. If you click on this icon, you'll find several logs. Log A is your events done throughout the day. Log B is the patient's mood today. Log C is the exercises which you completed today. Log D is your medical log. Log E is today's date. Log F is the time. Log G is the duration which you perform the exercise for. And log H is the pain scale, going from 0, which is no pain, to 10, which is an emergency. Once you click submit, you can then move to the summary tab. Once you've completed the daily log, you will go to the summary page, which will keep track of all the data you just submitted from today and previous days that you've used this app. At the bottom of the screen, you'll find a calendar icon labeled Sites. This is my website, OT320, which you will have a personal login information for that the professional therapist can also use to share information with you. The last part of the app is the More section, where you can find more about the app. My app, Therapy Reminder, was created to solve the problem of patients not remembering to perform their exercise prior to the next appointment. My app is the link between parents and professionals to provide a better experience for the patient as they go through therapy.
So that's how you navigate through my app, and I apologize for the lack of description on how to navigate through the app. I had to keep the video short to submit it for a competition, so I will be more than happy to answer your questions on how to navigate through the app further on more description. Occupational therapists work with several different types of patients that need different types of specialized engineered equipment, such as this wheelchair type of device that's helping the student stand up and possibly protect his posture. Occupational therapists have to know exactly how many reps an exercise should be done for, how long an exercise should be done for, and how much pressure should be applied on a patient depending on the exercise that is done. Over the course of the senior capstone, I have learned more about an occupational therapist, what types of patients they work with, what types of exercises they do for that patient, and what the exercises actually do for that patient. I also learned how to create an application and a website and draw everything into that one application throughout this project, as well as create those two videos that you just saw in my technology slide. Creating the app and the website were the two most difficult parts of this whole project, as I have never done so previously. In the fall, I plan on attending Sacred Heart University in their 4+2 program, earning my master's degree in exercise science and my bachelor's in exercise science and my master's in occupational therapy. I also plan on traveling more and playing club sports at Sacred Heart. Thank you to Mr. Kennedy, who ever so generously helped me create the app and the website and provide me with the necessary technology, such as the iPads that you see in front of you, to create this website. Thanks to Ms. Farquhar for the past 4 years and pushed me into the medical field more. Thank you to Ms. Erin Rose, who is the occupational therapist I shadowed at Quaker Hill Elementary School. Thank you to STHS and everyone involved here for allowing me to be a part of this family and grow and learn more and get the experiences that I probably would not have had in other schools. And thank you to the judges for being considerate.
You mentioned that a hospital setting wasn't your favorite place to be. Based on that, for your long-term goals, what type of office setup or operation would you like to be involved in?
I plan on doing the pediatric side of occupational therapy because I think that working with kids is a little bit more fun than working with the elderly. Like no offense and nothing against them, but I also shadowed a VNA.
Me when she said
I also shadowed a VNA and saw that side of it, and I preferred the school system and the smaller clinics aspect of being an OT.
Bianca, have you had a chance to show your app to an occupational therapist and give their feedback?
Well, when I was first designing it and just putting it onto my phone and stuff, I showed a little bit of it as soon as Erin Rose. Again, she was busy trying to train another incoming occupational therapist in school and such. So I'll probably show her later on if I see her.
I think that it would be really interesting if you could ever do a study on just how effective the app is. In other words, take 24 students, kids that are having OT, and 12 would use your app, and 12 would utilize the control, and just see. I would imagine it would make a really big difference, particularly if parents knew exactly how to do the exercises at home.
Yeah.
It's just like trying to do exercise and do a loops with until you try and do it yourself. So
Yes,
I think it's a great idea.
Thank you. Yeah, I plan on publishing it as soon as it's finished, and right now it's just in the demo mode, so the public cannot view my website yet unless they have my login. Any other questions?
I think as you further your education to acquire more expertise in the area, the knowledge you've already gained here could serve you very, very well in developing some profitable apps in the future.
Thank you.
Are elementary school age kids your preferred age to work with?
Yes, I wouldn't mind working with teenagers, but I like that kind of elementary school kind of age a little bit better, a little bit more fun to work with.
There is an enormous field for occupational therapists in a program called Birth to Three.
Okay.
Where very young children are identified and go to their homes, go to residential homes, and work right there.
Sounds good. Thank you. I'll look into that.
Great job.
Thank you.